EmceeTV.
I turned all the volumes off. Are we on? It's on like Donkey Kong. Whoa, yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve.
Boy RJ.
And you watching EmceeTV, the podcast.
Man,
Coming at you live from Lightroom Studios, Des Moines, Iowa. What's popping?
Man, you know what's popping?
What's up?
Bunch of bullshit.
Hey, man, you know, when it rains, it pours, baby.
But you know, I mean, shit gonna get better for everybody.
Right. Just
You
got to
know?
ride this wave.
Kind of wave you trying to ride, though?
I mean, I'm just trying to ride it to the beach and get my ass in my tie.
Hurricane.
Yeah. Yep. I don't want no hurricane, though. You know
What's
what I
been
mean?
going on with you, though?
So man, I got a lot of shit going on. So my little brother, Cap, shipped off to the military. He's going through basic training now.
Army, right?
Yeah, yep. And so it's been real sporadic trying to get a hold of him and whatnot.
Where'd he go?
He bounced around. He was doing a lot of traveling. He was in DC, he was here, he was there. I think the final position that they have him at now is South Carolina. Fort
All right.
Benning, maybe.
How
Something
long
like
you
that.
been there? He
Uh,
just going through like school and stuff.
So he's got to do, he's got to, to be honest, I don't really know all the details.
Well,
I'm getting bits and pieces.
I mean, that's how it's gonna be for a long time, for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, if he just getting in, you never know where he's gonna settle down at.
Yep. I mean, I guess it's going to be a whole year of basic and then AIT and then whatever. And then he'll get his placement somewhere.
And before y'all don't know, Cap was one of the illest lyricists out there. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
He was on what?
He did Back to Bars Volume 1 with
and
us.
2?
And does he have a cut on Volume 2? He probably does. But I know for sure he did, 3 records?
Yep.
He did The Best, he did The Cypher, and he did...
I
feel like there's another one in there.
think there might. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
They don't be locking in sometimes.
Right. But so he did that. So it's been, I mean, like, I talk to him every day, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
been a little weird to not have him, when I got a little crisis in my life or whatever, maybe things ain't going so well at my job. I'm like, man, I need somebody to call. I'm like, oh shit, my left hand man ain't there, you know what I mean? So it's been a strange, I mean, he's got a lot of adapting to do, but it's been a strange journey for me too, to not be able to get in touch with him. And then shit, good things too, you know what I mean? Like, I just had something on the tip of my tongue. I was gonna say that there was a beautiful thing that I was excited for. But what's up with you? Go ahead.
Oh man. Trying to put it all together still, man. He hit me off guard with that one. Like I could say a whole lot, but right. I got a whole bunch of ideas I got going on.
Right.
One thing I do want to say, man, my son. Like, I gotta give a shout out to my son.
Josiah.
Oh man, he's been coming up with these little crafty little songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what's up.
And really, have you heard any of them?
So I was in here a couple times when he was recording, but I don't know if I heard any final versions.
Yeah, hey, pretty impressive, man.
Okay.
And that's probably been one of the biggest things that's been going on, because like he's been around me since day one.
Yeah.
So he's been in the studio. He's seen me performing. He's seen her sister performing, and he's in the Ice Reds doing the drums. And they say a lot of the drummers make the hottest beats now.
Oh, for sure.
Drummers always make the hottest beats. They say.
Drums set the tempo, right?
Yeah. But he's doing his thing, man. Like,
That's an exciting journey that you get to be a part of.
I mean, it's been.
And to know you influenced it at the level that you did, that's a cool experience, man.
I mean, I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen.
That's what's up, bro. Congrats.
Man, when later on, I'll let you hear this. I don't even think he put it down, but I'll let you hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since we did the last podcast, I did make a run down to Kansas City, and I filmed a new video with Godimus. Shit is dope.
I seen that pic you had. That shit was clean.
Yeah. We shot a bunch of pics, ran around Kansas City, checked out some dope murals. One of the murals we did some video footage in front
Yeah.
of was by Scribe, who is he's a dope graffiti writer from down in Kansas City.
And you've been really getting into the graffiti writing.
Oh, bro, I've been a huge fan of it ever
Yeah.
since. So, yeah. So I mean, like every city I go to, I try and go and find
that's what's
the
up.
graffiti. You know, I went to New York, I gotta find the dope graffiti spots. I went to Jersey, we did the same thing. In Newark, I pulled over when I was leaving town, and I
Yeah.
found this wall. When I go to Denver, I always go to the Rhino District and hit up, you know, what new murals they got and shit. Kansas City's got some dope shit, and then I shot down at the Des Moines Social Club where we've got our little mural section.
And don't they frequently trying to change that up too? Sometimes
They do.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of those permissible or sanctioned art walls that they let people write on. They'll have a collective of guys that will do like in Denver it was crush walls. Kansas City, I think they call it sidewalk. And so basically it's a collective of graph writers and muralists and painters, and they'll go down there and they'll paint a whole neighborhood. And like if for an industrial neighborhood that's all gritty and grimy, it beautifies it, you know what I mean? And adds a little color to it, and
in a hip hop type of way.
I mean, some of these are next level,
but some people don't like that shit, no matter what.
But these are dirty industrial areas.
Some
anyway,
of them are next level.
Yeah,
though.
you know what I mean? Like these
some painters,
of the
shit they be doing.
Yeah, bro. This ain't okie doke finger painting, bro. This is next level shit. You know what I mean? And these dudes are talented. So, so yeah, it's always intrigued me, and I've always thought it was really cool to be able to peep that out. And so now, anytime I go to a new city, that's one of the main things on my bucket list of things to do is like scope out the new graph shit. And as a matter of fact, I just threw some cash in on a Kickstarter program for the dude that did the murals down in Kansas City. He's putting out a book, and it's a dude named Scribe, and he's putting out a book, and I get an 11x17 copy of it signed by him for throwing in on his Kickstarter campaign. So I mean that's kind of cool.
That's what's. I mean, how long he been doing it?
He's been painting down in Kansas City forever. Like he's one of the biggest ones to come out of there. He actually works at the Kansas City Children's Hospital or whatever now, and he does like all the children's murals and shit. And I mean like his shit. I'll show you some of it when we're done. I'll even throw some in right in this area on the podcast so you can actually see some of it. But his artwork is next level, and he's known for these dope little bees and different like
the Wu-Tang Killer Bees.
Yeah, well, I almost said that. He's got his own little style, and it's almost like fuck, I can't even like the wall we were by was like all these hamsters and shit and hamster balls that are like spinning, and there's just all sorts of there's like a lizard over here and
hamsters.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of craziness going on. And it really was like some next level art shit that is just, you know, his own creations. But then he's got a rhinoceros that is like his constant storyline. And so anytime he does a piece, he incorporates him. And then I guess the bees are a constant theme too.
I have to see it, I guess. I ain't never seen it. You know?
Dude
Sounds kind of dope.
He's very, very talented. So, and I like to pay respect to dope artists on the hip hop tip and on the graph wall. So,
but when you think about it, it's like back in the break-in days, when like that's probably like somewhere around the birth of hip hop and hip hop dancing and expression, especially graffiti art.
Writing on the trains.
Yeah. So it's when I think about it, like how much it is like murals and like, but they still have. Some people still don't like them. There was like a mural down in Tulsa, I think, Black Lives Matter mural.
Okay.
And they painted it over, but it's like it's still always there, like hospitals.
For sure.
And that's all hip hop, really.
Oh yeah.
Hip hop influence. I mean,
100%.
Who else was?
I mean, people were doing murals for sure, but the street murals and
stuff.
Yeah,
street murals.
Yeah, the street murals that people are doing. That it's a form of expression where people are really, they're showing their happiness or their pain or whatever. And they're telling their story through art on a wall. And, I just talked to a friend of mine who comes into the bar I work at a lot. And she was just saying, so like the shopkeepers, and she was just out in Europe, in Paris, I think. And she said the shopkeepers have kind of like in New York, they have those garage doors that go up and down over the front, and so then like everything's protected on the inside, right?
Yeah.
But they had graffiti artists and murals do, or graffiti artists and painters do murals on the outside of the garage doors. My bad.
No, you good.
So it was all decorated when it was down instead of just a piece of shiny metal. You know what I mean? Each one had its own mural, and she said a lot of them were really cool. And you could tell some people tried to do their own and not pay an artist to do them or whatever, and they were just like some wax spray paint ones.
I mean, but where's this at?
I think that was in Paris, is what she said, or
Oh,
Italy.
Paris.
Yeah, because they were just overseas.
Yeah, that's. I mean, so they were like goofy looking.
Well, my point to that was, you know what I mean, like this hip hop thing that started in the United States, in New York, and in like the '70s has,
It's everywhere.
yeah, it's across the globe. You know what I mean?
It's
Hip hop culture
what they
is,
say transcontinental. And
yes
shit.
sir, yes sir.
Yeah.
Hip hop is definitely a global aspect that everybody wants to be a part of, and that's a beautiful thing. Like I mean, not me, you and I, but me and whoever may not be able to bond over whatever situation, but we could sit down and chop it up about Rakim or the new Method Man and Slick Rick record. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
we
the-
could
you know,
we could
yeah.
vibe out on that, and I might not even know this man's politics or whatever, but we could meet minds on that and bond. You know what I mean?
You know, you played something Slick Rick. You played something with Slick Rick, right?
Yeah. So Slick Rick just dropped something on Slick Rick and Method Man just dropped a
Yeah.
dope new record.
And you was
Came out
playing
today.
that was kind of clean. I was like, I knew the voice, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
It came out on DJ Muggs from Cypress Hill's new record. I think it's just a single off of it, but it literally just dropped today, Tuesday. And so, you know what I mean? I was vibing to it, and this shit is fire. It's going to be on his new forthcoming record, Soul Assassins 3. And the track was called Metropolis. And it literally just dropped, spanking new, fresh off the press.
I mean, when it come out?
Came out just this evening.
Yeah,
He just posted it on his Instagram, and it just went live on YouTube and whatnot. But
that's what's up.
yeah, it's fresh. It's a dope cut. You know what I mean? Got them grimy Wu-Tang bars with none other than fucking Slick Rick. You can't go wrong with that.
You know, now even as I sit here, I'm getting pumped up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I'm gonna hit the studio this evening, and do some shit, and I was like, damn, motherfucking Slick Rick,
Yeah, baby.
he coming back doing his thing. Shit, like it's open season. You know what I'm saying? If you got them metaphors and them bars,
Yeah.
you
What-
put it out there.
And I've always been a proponent of that. You know what I mean? People with actual bars and something to say. And Slick Rick is a legend with the storytelling. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he was one of the pioneers of
Well, no-
storytelling.
man, yeah,
Lottie Dottie. You know what I mean?
yeah. That was a dope one though. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But that was what they call it, like when it was the beginning, like the foundation.
The
Like-
pioneers.
I like pioneers, foundation of hip hop. I like that better than pioneers. You got some pioneers who really don't meet that standard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sure.
But I like to put them in the category where they're the foundation, because
They were there.
That's the golden seal shit.
Right?
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people squeak by, but that was it, and you know it.
For sure.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Not everybody that was there at the beginning gets to be coined as a pioneer.
No.
You might have been there with the movement, but you wasn't one of them guys.
What about Kwame? Nah, it's not about him because he you don't know Kwame, do you?
I'm drawing a blank on that one.
He had the hair. Remember the Kid and Play shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
High Top Fade?
I can't remember any of the songs he had right now, but he only had like 2 songs.
Okay.
But I was like,
Where was he out of?
man, I couldn't even. It just popped in my head because I used to wear like polka dots and shit. And like, it was a fashion thing, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I was like, pioneer or what was the other word we said? If he's relevant to be part of hip hop.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, even them small contributions was dope ones.
Pioneers versus what was the other word?
Yeah,
Man,
there
I can't think
was-
about it. It came out. of my head.
It was dope too.
Whatever. Hip hop ain't going nowhere.
Nah. Speaking of that,
Yep.
so I came up when I was shit as a kid in Wyoming that was in love with hip hop in the early '90s. I came up watching Yo MTV Raps. It was hosted by Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. That was DOCTOR, not Andre Young from Beats by Dre.
The big boy.
Right. A lot of people might not even know who Dr. Dre is anymore. This
Ed
was
Lover though.
right. Dr. Dre and Ed Lover hosted Yo MTV Raps.
How long did that go on?
It was
We should get a fact. No fact check.
it was something that there was always like late night TV, you know what I mean? Because they played a little bit of raunchier videos and whatnot, and they'd pioneer a new video and have some interviews and whatnot. And so me and my homie Brandon, either Brandon spent the night at my house or I spent the night at Brandon's house every fucking weekend. So it was like we was always together, but we was always drinking some Mountain Dew and trying to stay up, you know what I mean, and catch Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. I had the trading cards. I still got the trading cards that I bought.
Trading cards.
Oh yeah, bro. Everybody was buying fucking. Everybody wanted the Bo Jackson card or the Michael Jordan card. I had
like basketball.
I had Yo MTV Raps baseball cards, bro.
Okay, that's what you were saying.
Yeah. And I still have them to this day, mint condition, in a fucking binder. Yeah. So I was
like in a little binder.
Yeah, I was collecting. Yeah, the little clear sleeves with the little slide ins and. Yeah. Oh, bro, I was hip hop from day one. So I was like 11 years old collecting these joints, watching fucking Dr. Dre and Ed Lover on Yo MTV Raps, and then Bill Bellamy.
Yo, I want to see him. You gotta let me see.
Oh, I'll
him.
definitely bring him in.
How many you got?
Fuck, probably 25 or 30 at least, maybe more.
Like a booklet.
Oh yeah, I got lots. There was Vanilla Ice, there was Tribe Called Quest, there was MC Hammer. I mean, these were the people that was popping back then. You know what I mean? This was early '90s.
That was a pioneer.
I mean, okay. So
I mean, for being hung over the motherfucking shit by a shake that.
But I mean that whole go ninja, go off the.
That started with him.
That was him on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle soundtrack. That was him.
Was that?
So I mean,
is that how Ninja came to like nigga?
No. What
I don't know. It's like he got away with saying that's how he got away.
No, it was the Ninja Turtles movie.
I mean, I don't remember all that.
Oh yeah. So, but I mean, that pushed hip hop to the forefront a little more because. Yeah, go ninja, go. It was on like the very first. I had shit on VHS.
My mind went to a little dark spot. It was like they trying to say nigga.
No.
Vanilla Ice got to say nigga by saying ninja. That's how that shit happened.
No, it was on
so now they trying to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is niggas.
No, oh damn.
I'm just playing.
Oh damn, we went down a dark road, y'all.
And that's hip hop. No, I'm just kidding.
But no, I mean, you know what I mean? Like that was hip hop in the early days, and it wasn't as accepted. You know what I mean?
He's
so
a pioneer.
I wasn't saying that, but as a contribution to hip hop, he pushed the craft a little further just by pushing the boundaries at that point. You know what I mean?
Just like Snow.
Informer, you know, I lick your boom boom now.
Everybody know that shit.
Oh, bro, I had this. I bought that shit on a CD at the California swap meet.
Everybody know that
back
stuff.
in like '91.
Y'all know that shit too.
Yeah, hey, a reggaeton remix, dude remixed that shit.
Remixed, reggaetoned out.
But this dude did a dope job with it. I want to say it was like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck it up. I can't even think of who it was. One of the Hispanic dudes was playing it in my job, and I was like,
"What you know about that?"
I was like, "What? It sounds like Snow, but it's like the reggaeton version." And he was like, "No, somebody else." And I'm like, "Nah, dog, I know the original version of this. Like, I know the words to this and shit."
Y'all took the acapella.
But it's dope. It's dope.
Oh no, acapella.
I support it. You know what I mean? But where was I going with that?
He a pioneer too.
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah, my bad.
Yo MTV Raps. They bringing it back. So
when now?
You can watch it. You can stream
now.
You can stream it today.
No, they can't bring it back now.
On the Paramount Network, which is Paramount is Viacom, which is Viacom CBS, which is MTV, Nickelodeon, BET. They're all under the Paramount umbrella.
They can't bring it back now.
They're bringing it back.
Who they gonna have on it?
So they had a whole list.
Kodak.
They had a whole. I'll be honest. I didn't recognize. I watched the little sizzle reel that they had put together, and I didn't know most of these artists that they had featured on it.
Yeah.
So they must be pioneering some new careers. They breaking in.
There's
some
some
new
still
shit.
spitters out there. They're have my son around.
You
know
know?
what I'm saying? Like, he's been showing me, like, there's some good little dudes out there. Like, okay.
There's some
Like,
cats that are bringing bars. I think
Yeah.
bars are coming back.
I think they are coming back.
I mean,
And
not
I
to
think-
mention just back to bars records.
Yeah.
Humble little plug real quick for our projects that we be dropping up in here from MCTV. But I think bar
They
spitting.
are coming back. I mean, battle raps is coming back.
Oh,
like,
in a major way. So
everywhere.
that brings me to my next point. Not to get off point, because
we need to get some battle rappers.
I definitely wanted to. We do. We're I just talked to A Ward, and he's down to do the podcast.
Ooh.
So shout out to my dude A Ward. I wasn't able to catch him last time I was in
Wish I
Kansas
had
City,
that little statement he said with my Bible in my
but
holster.
he's cold with it. He said God is good all the time.
all the time.
All the time,
All the
baby.
time.
But A Ward said he's gonna be on the podcast. We don't have a definite date, you know what I mean, and so I wasn't really gonna pull that out, but it just came out in conversation, and
Gotta
it's
drop
out
a
there
little
now.
line out
It's out.
there.
It's out in the Twitter sphere, in the motherfucking internet. So hopefully that comes through. But so Yo MTV Raps is coming back. You can stream it through the Paramount Network. It looks
When
like
it coming out?
no, I mean like right now, if we had the Paramount, we just go jump on there and they got episodes up.
I can get my on my Fire Stick. Was it Paramount? And purchase the subscription.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you
And I
can.
can see it on Paramount.
Yes, you can, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
So they got exclusive. What they're promoting is that they got exclusive interviews with hip hop MCs. They got new videos that they're breaking that haven't been coming out, which is kind of a tough thing to do anymore, right? Because back in the day, MTV was the spot to go for breaking new videos, but now everybody just goes directly to YouTube and they get their own premiere. So, but I mean,
About to launch Premiere, bitch.
but I mean, if it creates a following, it's essentially like dropping it on somebody else's channel, but you get all that push. But
mean,
I think Kevin Gates and some other people were featured in there. Most of the names I didn't recognize, but at the end they had a couple people pop in there that didn't have the little name tag on them and whatnot as they showed the picture. And I think one of them might have been Kevin Gates, and they had a couple other people. But it's hosted by. Oh, it is hosted by
Hey, zoom that motherfucker
DJ
in.
Diamond
Zoom it
Cut.
in.
Nah,
Hey, zoom it in.
I don't think the
Zoom
name's
it
up
in.
there. It
You
was
can't
like
see that shit.
it was DJ Diamond. I can read that shit. I do the DOT test right now, bro.
I can't see that shit.
It was hosted by DJ Diamond Cuts and another cat.
Hope you sleep.
But
Hope you sleep.
oh, he is asleep. Producer fell asleep.
That's funny.
That means this show is real
Oh,
boring
that's
and we can't even
comedy.
keep the staff on awake.
Damn, dog. Nah, that's a Kofi.
They've been
That's
working
what
too
we
many
say,
hours.
man. Hold on.
Been working too many hours. But so Yo MTV Raps coming back. So if you don't know Yo MTV Raps, you can get your own version of it now. And you know, I mean, they had dope DJs on there. Kid Capri was on there. I mean, back in the day.
They don't know. Oh, back in the day.
Back
I
in
was
the
about to
day,
say that.
you know.
I ain't heard of no Kid Capri lately.
Right. No, Kid Capri was the notorious DJ that used to do all the spinning for Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid Capri. But yeah, so that'll be dope for this newer, younger version to get introduced to that and bring a little culture back. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna watch it. I want to see what they put on there.
I'm excited. You know what I mean? Just for what do they call that? For the throwback. You know what I mean? For nostalgic. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Nostalgic purposes. It'll bring back a little something for me. So I'm excited.
I want to put Doja Cat on there.
You know, I mean, maybe
I don't know. I seen a video. She's beautiful.
she got a new.
I'm sorry, this made me think about. I don't know what happened when I just
you
came
just
from.
you got lost. It's
It's one
cool.
of the Doja Cat was gonna be part of hip hop, man. Shout out to Doja Cat.
Yeah,
I
word.
love Doja Cat.
In case she's watching, we appreciate what you're doing.
You know,
probably not, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You know
She
what I'm
might
saying?
stumble on the channel.
They'll be
You know
like,
what
hey,
I'm
someone
saying?
was talking about you. Doja Cat.
Yeah, you ought to tune in.
Yeah.
It's two motherfuckers in Des Moines, and
Tune
they was
in. Love
talking.
you. Hey,
They was
love
talking about you.
Let's do a show together.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
sorry.
got an open invite anytime you like to come through Doja Cat. We slide another chair in right here. You come kick it. So you know what I mean.
whatever
Just
you wanna
reach
talk
out,
about.
hit us up. Our producer will get to the emails once he wakes up, and
Nah, we talking about Doja Cat. He woke up.
yeah, he said, "I smell it. I smell the Doja Cat."
Doja.
So some new hip hop shit just dropped. There is a new Elvis video coming out. Somebody did. I can't think of the producer of the film, but I'm not an Elvis fan by any means. I know some of the songs that he's done that everybody knows or whatever, but I really don't know much about him, to be honest. But
He did.
right, yeah, and he was in a couple Hawaiian movies and whatnot where he did some stanky leg looking shit or whatever. But
like Chuck Berry shit.
right, but yeah, so somebody's producing a new movie with and I was trying to figure out who the actor was. I think the actor might be an up and coming guy because I didn't
This is no one.
I didn't recognize him. But either way, it's like a Warner Brothers or whoever production. It's a big film. It's not a small
Elvis.
It's not a small
You gotta
production,
blow
right?
that shit out.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is in the movie. He's the guy that's gonna promote him, and he's like, "I'm gonna make you big," and he's a foreign guy in the movie. Got a little accent to him, like he's French or something. But
I like Tom Hanks.
yeah, I like Tom Hanks. I'm not the biggest on the Elvis story. It's kind of weird. He was dating like
I mean, I
he was dating like a 14-year-old when he was
he
like,
did some weird. He did some weird classic. Weird classic.
yeah.
I'm gonna say it. Clear the classic white people shit. I mean,
I mean, not all the white people. That shit don't fly.
but this I'm just saying from where I'm from, that's just like classic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's some pedo shit.
Sorry, white people,
That's
but
some
I mean,
pedo shit. That shit,
Yeah,
that shit don't fly with me, bro.
I'm just saying. But I just want to see how accurate it
Right.
really is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, how they write the story.
I mean, like some directors are known for telling like close dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh,
sticking to the historical truth.
yeah, like, that was.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Like, oh, I didn't know that about
It
it.
did like that, like,
Right.
But then some of the shit's like, oh, that's how I imagined it.
Right. They polish it up a
Yeah,
little bit. Like,
like,
we'll make it look
It
good.
wasn't that bad. Why
Right.
was anybody mad?
It's weird how they spin that flavor, right? Because if they do a Jeffrey Dahmer movie, they're like, he ate 25 people.
How you eat a person?
He looked like he's a normal dude, but he ate 25
how
people.
I mean, he ate them.
Right. And then you got
You can't like
somebody on some creepo shit.
you can't do that like on an easy way. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe they even exaggerate
can't
that
do
a
that.
little bit. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
you got to do that all the way.
Yeah.
Gruesome. Like,
Yeah, they paint that.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Elvis did.
We'll see. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. You know they did.
But the soundtrack was what I was getting to.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you good. So
I heard that song.
on the new Elvis soundtrack, Eminem and CeeLo Green just dropped a little snippet, and they got a dope little cut.
When it come out?
Yeah, I mean, it's about a 15-second little reel that M posted on Twitter yesterday.
It had like a little Idlewild kind of vibe to it.
It's cold. I like it.
This one I heard.
But I don't know anything about when the film drops or when the full song's supposed to be coming out. But it's they're doing a little build up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to get a subscription on my Fire Stick. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Make sure
Apple
I see
Music. Apple Music.
that all day.
Yeah, so stay on the lookout for that. You know what I mean? There's some new cuts from Eminem and CeeLo Green, which is kind of a cool mashup. I don't believe they've ever worked together.
I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, M's versatile and CeeLo's versatile.
Super
you know?
versatile.
You know,
I mean from his work with Goody Mob.
all the way. I mean, everything. Gnarls Barkley,
Right.
did his own shit. You know, he even did some shit with I can't remember their name right now.
Didn't he do some shit?
Hall and Oates, I think.
Oh, okay.
No,
Didn't he
like-
do some shit with your boy that you're a huge fan of? The light skinned dude that does the all the mashups from the Temptations and shit.
I'm shooting blanks.
Oh, what the hell is his name? I can't think of his name. I can picture his face. He's huge right now. He's the one you're always listening to.
Man, I don't know what you're talking
Like
about.
R&B dude. It's pop. He's poppy, but he's R&B, and you're
Original covers.
no, they're original, but the beats he kind of takes little snippets of the older tracks, or it's been alleged that he does.
I don't know who you talking
All right,
about.
well, just tell me who you. I don't know if we're still
Man,
recording
wait.
or not. We're on the
Nah, you gotta
we're
wake
on the
up.
screen
You gotta,
over there.
You gotta. It's been still too long, man.
Who's
Man, who you? I'm trying to think who you
who's
talking about.
who you always listen to
Man, I've been listening to everybody.
when you're up in here working on music?
I've been listening to the Parcels.
No. The dude, he's a solo singer. He's always doing the mashups. Young dude. Who would you compare your style to?
Who, me?
Yep.
Neo.
Nope.
Like I don't, man. You want to get it though. You want?
I
I
do.
don't know what the hell you talking about.
Oh man.
But I've been listening to so many different shits right now. That's why it's like,
Yeah.
because I've been really trying to diversify. Like,
He almost looks like a young Lenny Kravitz. You know who I'm talking about?
nope.
Jesus. All right. You
We
keep
gonna-
talking for a minute.
Like I'm going.
Google.
I'm going to remember who this is. Like,
Uh,
because I can't remember who it is. I've been listening to Listic. I'm chosen.
No. No. Oh my God.
We're
Why
gonna
can't I
keep
think
this
of
in
this?
there too, right?
I can't think of it.
keep
Yeah,
on
of course we are.
Yeah, because you got to tell me. Because
I think he did. I mean, that's just kind of what he looks like a little bit.
it's on me, baby. It's on me, baby.
He's not really. He's not a rapper. He's not a rapper.
Oh,
R&B dude. Yeah.
Mashups. That I mean, that means he's. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, you gotta tell. You gotta help me out. 1 second, y'all. We're gonna figure this shit out. Kofi, you awake? Don't let the screen go to sleep no more.
Oh shit. All right, we about to figure it out though.
Yeah, you ain't gonna figure it out now though.
Yeah.
I want to know though.
Yep. I'm gonna keep working on it.
No.
Not right now though.
No.
Nah. So in other news, Drake, who speaking of R&B, Drake has he invested in a
I don't
restaurant.
classify Drake R&B.
I mean, he ain't rap.
Yeah, it's hip hop.
He might rhyme a little
It's
bit.
hip hop.
He might rhyme a little bit, but he's like a singer.
He's rapping R&B.
He's a singer, bruh.
Anyways, go with what you saying.
He's a musician.
Drake.
Drake has he invested back in the day in a chicken restaurant. It's called Dave's Chicken.
Love chicken.
Is it Dave's Chicken? I think it's called Dave's Chicken.
Saying you should have him screw.
Dave's
make that
Hot
bigger,
Chicken.
dog. This
All right, Kobe, you go ahead and make it bigger now. Fuck it. RJ wants it bigger. Zoom in a little bit for us, bro. Give me a little taste.
So
Just-
control and hit the wheel and shit.
yeah, there we
you
go. There we go. We're
More.
good. Oh, Jesus. How big do you want it? All right, so
More.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Chicken.
Hot chicken.
It's like young chicken.
So what he invested in him back in the day when it was just a little startup. Started out in Hollywood, California, and now it is the fastest growing chain of restaurants in the country.
Phew.
Bless you.
That Drake chicken.
And I mean, I don't know if it's because it's affiliated with him or what it is,
Hip hop chicken.
but it they got basically they do different levels of chicken or different levels of hot for the chicken, and it goes all the way from spice levels ranging from plain
To emergency.
to Reaper, which is
Reaper.
the Reaper. You know,
So
like
emergency,
the,
like
the,
here,
the Reaper
then.
pepper.
Like, it'll kill you.
Yeah, like there's the ghost pepper, and then the Reaper.
Reaper.
The Reaper is above that. The ghost chili from India.
I don't fuck with hot shit.
Oh yeah, the ghost chili. There was
Except
motherfuckers.
me, I'm hot shit.
There's
You know what I'm
motherfuckers that were
saying?
like they do the ghost pepper challenge or whatever. It's like one chip, and they try and eat it, And these motherfuckers were breaking off like a piece of it and having to chug like a gallon of milk to try and
They
stop
get paid?
to stop the capsaicin. No, it's like it's a TikTok challenge thing or whatever motherfuckers be doing. That's hey, some people are just down for a challenge. You say, hey, I got a Jethro sandwich with 5 pounds of fries. If you could eat it, you get a T-shirt and a picture on the wall. Motherfuckers are like, I
I'm in, dog.
I pay $25 to try and do that.
What? That shit for a month?
And then somebody else said, hey, I got a single chip I'll sell you for $19.95 that will burn your mouth and your asshole for a month. But if you film yourself doing it, people will think you're really cool. And everybody's like, I'll take 5 of them. I'm calling over my buddies and we're going to do it.
I mean, nah.
People are doing it, bro. I mean, people love a challenge, man.
It's
It's
Tide Pod challenge.
the
you know
American
what I'm saying?
way. I did not do that.
I'm doing Tide Pod challenge.
I did the cinnamon challenge.
You did it?
A spoon of cinnamon.
That's impossible to do. I ain't about to do
Oh, it turns your mouth to a desert in a minute.
it.
As soon as that motherfucker gets in there, but I made $20 doing it. So I was like, cool.
I mean, I might do.
That was
nah.
some young restaurant shit. You know what I mean? I was like 19. I was
Oh,
like, man,
okay, all right,
I eat
bet.
a spoon
You know what I'm
of
saying? I'm talking
cinnamon,
about,
bro.
like, now.
Oh, man, I'm 40 years old. I ain't
Yeah, I ain't.
a spoonful of medicine. Yeah, I'm out.
Fuck that.
I'm out. But yeah, man. So
Hey, did you zoom back out?
It gave you a taste.
did.
That's all you get is a taste, bro.
He did.
He gave so Drake invested in it and the concept is exploding. It's everywhere. They now have restaurants in Chicago,
Man, that sounds
Portland,
like Big Daddies.
Denver. Yeah, I mean
They
it's
had a chicken shortage though.
they did. Well, because of the bird flu. The bird flu swept
Oh,
through
yeah,
and the
yeah.
farmers had to kill millions of chickens so the shit didn't spread. And so I mean, everywhere you go to Walmart, you can't barely get no bird anymore.
Drake did that shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit! You started a rumor. TMZ
So
about to.
his shit would blow up. You know what I'm saying? He did that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jokes.
I mean, could be, but
He been hitting on the cell phone.
apparently the TikTok for the company got 31 million views last year. So I mean, they doing something. They definitely getting their name out there.
Where they got? Where the closest one?
I think Chicago or Denver. Chicago's closer.
Hey,
to Denver,
we need to
so
go to Chicago just to get the wings and tell everybody what we think.
We'll do a little review on them.
And what we got? Hey, when we eat them, we got to compare them to a Drake song.
I don't know any Drake songs.
He said that let me testify. I don't know any Drake songs.
I'm not affiliated with any Drake songs, sir.
Sir, can you say that into the mic, please? I don't know any Drake songs.
I'm gonna have to plead the Fifth Amendment, please.
That's what we're gonna do,
These
though. We're
chicken
gonna
wings.
reset.
These chicken wings might be bad for my reputation.
These wings make me want to get on a hotline bling.
But yeah, so congrats to Drake on his new restaurant concept that he's affiliated with, and congrats to Dave's. I almost said spicy chicken. It's Dave's hot chicken. Dave's hot chicken. Congrats on y'all's
I'm about
success.
to open up RJ's hot beef. I had to say hot beef. RJ's hot beef.
He got hot beef. So there's that.
A real milky beef.
It's in the news. So today is Tuesday.
Sorry, though, I had to get that out of my system.
Over the weekend, I feel like we're on SNL right now. But over the weekend, SNL did the last episode with Pete Davidson. He was a member of the cast, and he retired over the weekend.
He did.
He did. I don't know what his plans for the future are.
And
But
this what's his name? What's her name?
Pete Davidson. Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, her new man.
Yeah. So did you hear the whole story about the tattoo?
Nope.
So apparently he had tattooed her name on him a lot.
I did hear something
A lot.
all over.
Like and he's got multiple Kim Kardashian tattoos. I fucked that up. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian tattoos, and then, or at least this is what was relayed to me. I don't know if it's fact. But he was like, babe, I love you. You know what I mean? I got my Kim Kardashian tattoo.
I knew he had one
here,
or some shit.
and maybe here and here. And she was like, you can get tattoos removed. And he was like, all right, I'll be back. And I guess he got it branded in Yellowstone style. And they went out to the barn and fucking Kim Kardashian that shit for life. Burned her name into his arm or chest or whatever.
The whole name? Like Kim Kardashian.
That's a lot of letters.
Yeah, that's a lot of burn.
Yeah. Hopefully they did it all at one time instead of letter by letter.
Retarded, dog.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe he had somebody cut a fresh piece of metal and they was
That's
just
that
like
voodoo booty.
homies in the garage with a blowtorch. Like, yeah, she
Dog.
gonna love this dog.
Man, she gonna love you
Forever. Don't go too deep though. I don't want no.
That's
I
that
want
voodoo booty,
I don't
dog.
want-
I'm telling you, dog. Says she got, man. She every motherfucker she didn't hit up with the booty, dog, and went crazy. Except for like Roy Bush, Reggie Bush. Well, I don't,
Wait, was Kanye crazy first?
yeah, he's
What?
he's a whole class of new species. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I could, but
It's a different topic. For
I
another,
mean, Reggie did just kind of fall off. Is he still playing?
I don't know. There was another.
What got that voodoo booty?
What about the other Kardashian that was hooked up with the basketball player that went off the rails?
She was a thick one.
Uh,
Now she look all weird looking though to me. To me.
yeah, but what didn't the basketball player
Start with
he had to go to rehab and
What's
shit?
his
Chloe,
name?
wasn't it Chloe? Chloe, but
Chloe.
he had to go. He had to go to rehab. I think.
Yeah, he fucked up everything too.
I think he lost his career.
Their dad turned into a woman.
It's a different.
That voodoo booty, dog.
They got different shit going
That's
on.
that shit.
You know who's quiet and in the cut? I ain't heard much about the mom.
Cause she's rich, dog. She don't give a shit.
That's true.
Like she's like, I knew they was weird. I knew he was a woman.
different things.
That ain't hip hop.
I mean, they affiliated with a lot of hip hop, but no, that ain't hip hop.
That ain't hip hop.
So Pete Davidson,
I like that term though, voodoo booty.
voodoo, but yeah,
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson did his last episode on SNL. So, we kind of got the SNL thing going on right now. Who the two dudes that do the weekend update?
I don't know.
Michael Che and
is it Keenan?
Oh no, he's on SNL, but it's Michael Che, he's the black dude. And
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the white dude's name is. Either way,
Mm-mm.
we kind of got that going on right now. This is weekend update.
I mean, but I'm just chilling,
Yeah, that's all the news we got. I mean, we got some more news,
I
but
got hella news, but I ain't gonna
that-
tell all my news on this shit.
Yeah. So that was Saturday. Then Tuesday, the new Method Man and the Slick Rick album came out, and then apparently Thursday, in commemoration of the 20 years since the Eminem show dropped. Apparently he's dropping Eminem's album, the Eminem show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so 20 years since that record dropped. I think it's 12 times platinum, is what it said.
I need one of them.
That's a 12 times platinum. Is that 12? That's 12 million? No, gold is million, right?
Nah, it's a lot of money.
It's like 12 billion. No, that's too many
Nah,
records.
them's diamond, I think.
I don't know how many records that is. That's a lot of
Diamond's
records.
like that Britney Spears shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right? That's Michael
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, the Beatles.
But it's a lot of shit though.
It's a lot of records. But anyway, so in commemoration of that, this Thursday he's dropping a new expanded edition on his website.
Who is he?
Eminem. So I don't know if he's gonna have new music.
That shit.
I don't know if he's gonna have new music on there or they just re-releasing the old shit. It says it's an expanded edition, so I don't know what that necessarily entails. Do you get
More songs?
Maybe there was a couple records that he was gonna put on there that he didn't, and now he's just gonna drop it and be like, "Yo, peep this."
Dre on all them shits.
Yeah. Dre's like, you can call it what you want, bro, but that's my record.
You know that's my shit.
Either way, M got some new shit dropping, so that should be kind of cool.
I like seeing motherfuckers come back through the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
It did zap a lot of royalties for motherfuckers, right?
yeah.
Because I mean, when the internet came out, MP3 came out, Napster fucked up the game, LimeWire fucked up the game,
Fucked up.
and as it continued, CDs aren't even produced anymore. You go and get a fucking car, they don't have CD players.
I found a binder of them joints, like 2 of them, dog. I had like them 1,000 CD binders.
Right.
Nigga, I was like, I added them up like, dog.
$20 a pop.
Oh!
Oh, some motherfucking money.
Like $20,000 and shit. Like, shit. Like, my dumbass buying CDs.
I used to race to the record store to
Dog,
go
every
grab the new-
Tuesday.
Oh, bro. Or Friday. Then they switched it to Friday. Friday was when the new shit
Yeah.
dropped, and I'll be like waiting in line, like, yo, this
I
motherfucker
need
about
that
to-
shit.
It's about to open.
Need that
About to-
shit.
y'all got the new one?
That one and that
You
one.
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get an extra copy for the homie. Get an extra copy for the homie while I'm here.
Nah, I'm gonna get nothing for the homie.
But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
fuck. Yeah, I
Records-
seen that shit. I was like, shit.
Yeah, it's wild. I got a bro. You know them like totes?
Yeah.
I have 3 of them full.
What, albums?
Yeah.
I got like
No,
I got-
not vinyl. CDs. I have probably.
in the cases.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn!
I probably.
I ain't got none of the cases. My shit's in a binder.
Bro, I probably have 25,000 CDs.
Damn. Hey, you know what you need to get? A
A
disc,
yard sale?
a disc man. You know what I'm saying? That way, hey, when shit get real hectic, and motherfuckers need some music again.
Check it out.
You ready to go? Hey, you wanna hear something?
You want to hear something from the 90s, bro? Check out this Foo Schnickens record.
This the Fat Boys.
Motherfuckers be like, what?
Fat
What is that?
Boys.
Is that a new turntable? Hell no. Don't touch it.
Get a disc man. I don't know how to put something like, what would you rather listen to? MP3 player or disc man? I was like, disc man.
Yeah.
You gotta see these.
Or a Walkman. Walkman was before that joint, bro. That was the so all right.
He's always tapping on that bitch.
As an audio guy, fuck with me on this. We was trying to get the cleanest analog we could get for cassettes, right? Because obviously you don't want no busted ass sound, right? So it was the cleanest audio you could get, and then we switched to digital, and it got super clean, and now you got motherfuckers recording in digital and trying to drop it in vinyl, and release it in analog, because people aren't buying. Like we said, you can't even get a car with a cassette. You can't even get a car with a CD player in it anymore. Everything's gone to plug in my phone or stream it through Bluetooth or whatever. And obviously, you ain't putting a record player in your car, but people buy them to play it. People will play a vinyl record in their living room.
Yeah, they like that.
Records are back.
Vinyl sales is definitely. I've been hearing it for a while.
Through
now
the
that
roof.
shit is back. You know, my homeboy got a vinyl press. He was like, "You want to burn some vinyl?" Like, sure. But I might. You know, Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, so he's been talking about it, but yeah, I know it's big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, shit's months and months out. Because we were gonna get some done for the Back to Bars record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I had to do them through a company in fucking Europe, and they were months and months in advance. And then you got to pay import fees and shit because you're buying a product like a
Overseas
pallet of
type
shit.
shit.
Yeah, you're buying a pallet of
Yeah.
shit from another country. They're shipping it. Then you got to pay import fees, and
All that extra shit.
it got messy. And I kind of lost interest. But I'm gonna circle back around because basically they weren't taking new orders anyways. They were like, yeah, we're like 6 months out
You
right
just
now.
gotta get them small orders. You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't fucking with small ones because they got people. They
you
got
know what I'm saying?
people that was trying to buy
like 12
25,000 records and shit. Yeah, you know. Let me get.
to start out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, we ain't never did
I
this. I don't know what.
I watched how they make them. It was wild, man. There's a YouTube video where they're doing it because they got to use lacquer and shit, and they take this disc and they make a
Lacquer.
yeah, you know, like floor
Like the
lacquer.
shit that go on a dresser.
Like yeah, the shit that go on the floor. That's
Oh, you know
yeah,
what?
that's the black
The
stuff.
homie over there
ain't
at
just-
the tattoo shop put that shit on his floor, real shiny and shit.
Oh, that's polyurethane.
Okay.
Yeah.
They like cousins though, right?
Right. Yep. Amen. Amen.
Know what
Home
I'm saying?
Depot. So all right. So circling back around in hip hop news. So there's battle rap is back in a big way.
Big way.
A lot of dope MCs. We already talked about it. A Ward. We did the record with DNA. For Back to
yeah,
Bars.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
got DNA out of Queens. Corona, Queens. We got A Ward out of Kansas City that we was working with. Marv One out of Detroit. EmceeTV is fully tapped in and plugged in with the battle rap scene and
Yes.
avid fans. Cap is always putting me up on new people that are dope in the battle rap scene, and I keep my ear to it. And I told you I might even be getting my bald ass head in there and do a little battle rapping.
Yeah. I read that one that you sent me. I like it.
Yeah, so I'm fucking with it. But in major news, Disaster. Disaster is a Lebanese battle rapper. I've showed you his shit
Okay.
on. I mean, he's been on all the major ones. KOTD. He was on Grind Time in the beginning. I think he's even battled on URL. But Disaster is a fucking disaster. He was in that Eminem produced battle rap movie that came out. Not 8 Mile. Eminem
Yeah.
did another one after that, and Disaster had a little cameo in that one.
Okay. Yeah, I remember now. I
Yeah,
remember now.
dope ass fucking video. But Disaster is gonna battle King Crooked Eye. Crooked Eye.
Guys, he's
He said, I take a special MC to be. I might fuck this quote up a little bit, but you get the gist of it. He said, it take a special MC to be a battle rapper, a special type of MC to battle rap, and I'm a special MC, so I'm gonna try.
who said this?
King Crooked Eye. Crooked Eye changed his name to King Crooked a while back.
Yeah.
And so he,
You going against who?
Disaster.
Oh, okay. And he's relevant.
Disaster
He
is
been in it.
Disaster is a bad motherfucker.
Crooked Eye's a legend.
Crooked Eye is a legend. I'm a huge Crooked Eye fan.
When's this supposed to go down?
I can't remember the exact date. I think it's supposed to be a URL battle, which we've gone over this in the past. Smack DVD
Yeah.
went to URL TV.
Okay.
So it was originally Smack DVD when they was pushing DVDs, and then when everything switched over to YouTube and went online, it became URL TV.
Okay. I get it.
So it's all same company, same dude, Smack.
Yeah.
He's the one that does URL, and they throw these huge events and get places like Seven Flags, Horizon Event Center.
Yeah.
They get places like Horizon Event Center, and they'll have 25 MCs battle it out, and then they'll have the headliners, and they'll pack it out. You know what I mean? It'll be standing room only, and it'll be sold out.
Yeah.
And they'll do it in New York at the fucking Madison Square Gardens or whatever. You know what I mean? These massive arenas, and they have.
Them shits is blowing out.
Oh, bro, but I mean,
Way huge.
yeah, it's a big deal, and not only that, like it's kind of a one-time thing. You know what I mean? It's almost like a theater or a play. Like you can watch
It's
it.
changed a
You
lot,
can watch it
too.
online, but it's totally different than watching two MCs. It's like a fight. You know what I mean? If you're like, man, I seen that
Verbal joust.
I
and
seen that
shit.
Tyson fight. You know what I mean? If you was there, it's a whole different thing than being like, yeah, I watched it in the living room. Yeah, I mean, which both are cool. I'm not taking nothing away from the dude that throws $20 at a pay-per-view or $80 at a pay-per-view and watches it in the
Everybody
living room.
come, though.
Right. But
We on party with
but
that
to be able to have that monumental memory moment of being there, that was a little alliteration. Monumental memory moment. Having
that in a verse.
yeah, you know what I mean? But to be that dude that was there, like, yo, I was posted up. It was me and RJ. We was in the third row when Disaster came in with them bars. And then Crooked Eye came back. You know what I mean? Like,
They was killing each other, yo.
everybody went bananas. It was like, oh, shit.
But at the end, homeboy ate him up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He walked away with the gold, baby.
We ain't gonna say no names who it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't casting my vote online.
Nope.
We talk about it later. But real talk, I think that's gonna be one for the watch.
I want to see.
It's definitely gonna attract some attention. That's gonna be dope. I'm excited. So that's that's kind of been what's going on.
Hey, man.
I'm just I'm working.
Yeah, I got these shows coming up. You know, the Bittersweet Nation Band with your boy RJ. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be at Whiskey House on Friday,
Okay.
Kenny's Garage on Saturday, and then we're gonna be at Rooftop 300 on Sunday.
Oh, word.
So we hitting them boom, boom, boom.
That's what's up.
So we keep staying in the mix, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, me and my son working on some music, and one of these times we're gonna introduce something in there too. So that's the shit I got going on.
Hell yeah.
Tip, you know, and just tune into that shit. Oops. But tune in, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be making some expansions, you know what I'm saying, to what RJ is bringing to the table. So, you know, I got some original content myself, my son, a couple other artists out here that I'm working with, and going to be bringing it to you on this platform and other platforms. So just keep looking out.
That's what's up. And we got new videos coming from EmceeTV. We about to finish up the Maze video with Ren Thomas,
Yep.
Godimus, and DNA. We went out and filmed that. you know, we about to wrap up the production on that, and we got lots more stuff coming. So stay tuned, and hit subscribe. Hit subscribe on the button. Just find the subscribe button and hit it. So you hit the little bell so you get notified when we drop some shit, and then you can be like, yo, these motherfuckers is going live, or yo, these motherfuckers just dropped a new joint.
And we're gonna start talking a lot more shit.
Oh, we're gonna be up in here twice a week dropping new shit. We're gonna drop something new on you on Thursday.
On that ass.
Word up. It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve.
Your boy RJ.
And we out.
Got it.
East to west. Brand Thomas. Yuck mouth. Spice one. Look. Every 16 I pen in his pad, comparable to Maryland heroin bags. See, this the repercussion of them delicate raps. You selling these cats, y'all pop chains from peddling fast. We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice one. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway, putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life's so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.